I'm going to create a new assignment and I'm going to talk about the different submission types of how to submit an assignment on Canvas. So I'm going to choose assignments on the left-hand side and I'm going to create a new assignment. I'm going to give my assignment a name. So I'm going to name this dividing fractions. And here's where I'm going to put my directions. I usually type some directions out for my students to see, and then I will use the resources here available to embed. So a lot of times I'll embed a video, vocabulary, myself teaching, whatever it is, you have these options here. So you can link a URL, so maybe a Brain Pop video you want them to watch, and then you want them to turn in a quiz that you're going to give them. Here you have images, so you can copy and paste the URL. Canvas, maybe a file that you've uploaded in the past that you want to embed here. And Flickr is a tool that has preloaded pictures and images for you to search. So moving on, I have math equations. So if I'm a math person and want to put some equations here, I have this tool. Khan Academy is a resource that has videos, great videos for you to search. So if I search dividing fractions, and as you can see, there are several different lessons here. So if I want my students to understand fractions as division, I can click on it first, or I can just embed it into my box here. And Khan Academy is great because it has, if you're a science person, has science. It has lots of different categories. Then there is Quizlet. And Quizlet is great for vocabulary. So if I type in dividing fractions, you can see that the students have many options to practice by testing themselves, using it as flashcards, spelling it's great for. So you can have them choose a study mode if you want to embed it. And then one is on top of the other here. Then you have another external tool, YouTube, Dropbox, if you have a Dropbox account, TED Ed lessons. So if I go to YouTube and I type in dividing fractions, you can view all the different videos on dividing fractions. So I can watch them first by actually clicking on it. And if I like it, I can embed it. So now I have 3 different tools here. And once the kids log in, they should automatically see this. And if not, they can press the play button. Then you have record or upload media. So you can just record yourself, or you can just record your voice so they can see you or just hear you. And this is great for teaching a lesson, maybe homework. They can also record themselves. And that could be a submission type I'm going to go over in a few minutes. So these are the things that are already here for you to embed. So if you're good with your directions and you have your resources here, you scroll down so that you can assign it to them. You have the different ways of assigning. So you have complete, incomplete, percentage, points, letter grade, and however you choose. Some of these will have the option of attaching a rubric. And if you go to the speed grader is how you're going to view them and grade them. So if I choose out of 100 points, if I want my submission type on paper, again, this is where if I want my students to watch this video and complete the Quizlet, I might have a paper quiz for them to complete and turn into me. If I want an online submission, a text entry is where the students are actually submitting a text online. Website URL, if I want them to complete an assignment and copy and paste the URL. Media recording is where they are recording themselves or just their voice. So if I want them to record themselves explaining how to divide fractions by giving them some examples, I can watch it at home, and this is how I can assess them. File uploads is a great tool for them completing an assignment on Microsoft Word or Excel, a PowerPoint, a Google Doc. So there's a lot of great submission options here for you to choose to hold your students accountable for their work. You can require peer reviews, which is where the students have to reply to they have to submit a text entry and reply to 1 or 2 or however many peers you want them to reply to. And then when you scroll down, you can assign it just to one class. You can assign it to multiple classes, specific students. You can choose when you want it due. So if I want it due on the 22nd of April, but I don't want them to see it until the 20th. So that's when I'm going to open my assignment. And so the due date is the 22nd. So the reason that I have it available from the 20th to the 22nd is so I can save and publish it. If I save and publish it, my assignment is complete. I don't have to worry about coming back in here and putting dates because they're already here for me, because it'll automatically open at this time and date, and it'll close on the 22nd. If I don't want it published yet because I'm not sure when I want it due or when I want it open, I can just save my assignment.